An Australian woman travelling to India on her own back in the 1920s or even in the 1940s was virtually unheard of. But that's what Edna Vawser and Hazel Skuse did. Little did they know that their separate journeys would bring them together, or that between them they would spend 100 years in India. Today, in their 80s, Edna and Hazel are approaching retirement. They're about to come home after devoting most of their lives to India's poor, in a drought-stricken part of India that you might be forgiven for thinking God's forgotten. As Tony Eastley reports, Edna and Hazel take more in their stride than most people could cope with at even half their age.
Monsoon has been vigorous over many parts of North India, leading to floods in northeastern states. However, Rajasthan, which has not received rainfall for more than 3 years, has reported above average rainfall. Many parts of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Manipur...
When I go home the last time, I will hope that I won't grieve, because there are so many happy memories now.
"60 years ago, a young Australian woman arrived at Baramati in the heart of India. The former Methodist Ladies' College pupil and teacher planned to stay for just a year or two. It was 1926.
All my life I'd wanted to be a missionary. Mother used to tell us, read stories from missionary magazines and missionary books and about missionaries from the time we were small. Everything I did throughout my early years came in very useful when I came to India.
Baramati in the country's Midwest is plagued with poverty, disease and unemployment. Edna Vawser began working here in a home for boys who were either orphaned or abandoned.
I am very happy to say that many of them are grandfathers now, and they still bring their grandchildren and let me see them. I've always felt that they were my children, and these children are my children as long as I'm here.
But Edna doesn't work alone. She has a younger assistant. Fellow South Australian Hazel Skuse is a Johnny-come-lately to Baramati Mission. Hazel's been here a mere 40 years. These two Aussie ladies of the Indian outback make a formidable team.
Listen to me. That's why I sent them off. Look, stop taking me.
It was while I was in the Air Force that I felt that I should go into full-time Christian service. But most probably if I knew then what I was going to be involved in now, I think I would have caught the next boat back to Australia.
Hazel and Edna are up to their Christian ears in agricultural work. They're founding members of the Baramati Agricultural Trust, a project so successful it's attracted worldwide recognition.
We shouldn't be here.
In 12 years, barren rock has been transformed into an agricultural oasis.
No, well, if the upper slabs lecture should be finished by this.
It's the brainchild of Mr. G.A. Power, but he describes Hazel and Edna as his project sisters. With fruit trees and livestock abounding, to the ladies, it's a miracle.
When we first came, we walked from the one end of the property to the other. There was some good soil and then just rock. There are hundreds and hundreds of fruit trees in bearing now. Through the soil that was just plain rock. It's unbelievable. It's something that only, well, truly only God could do.
But for these marathon missionaries, time is running out. They're no longer young, and increasingly India is refusing offers of aid from overseas agencies. But Hazel and Edna have just a couple of projects they'd like to clear up. Next to God, these ladies love water, so one aim is to guarantee the continuation of their water conservation program. So far, 250 dams have been built, providing water for families and reforestation. Hazel and Edna seek holy assistance for rain to fill the dams. These ladies have got connections. But 86-year-old Edna and 67-year-old Hazel will soon return to an almost forgotten part of their lives in Australia.
There are no new missionaries coming in, but we have young people who are well prepared to take over and do the work that we have been doing.
Does that mean that you and Edna are the last of the special missionaries?
I'm afraid we are the last of the breed.
I have no regrets whatsoever about coming to India, and no regrets about the type of work that I've done here. I've had the happiest life that anybody could possibly have. I only hope that it has brought honour and glory to my Lord.
Edna and Hazel are due home just before Christmas. Tony Eastley, our reporter.